Hello everybody, welcome to my channel Physics Class by KRD Ma'am. Today onwards, there is going to be a good news for all the NEET aspirants 2024. So whoever is preparing for NEET 2024, I have a good news for you. It's from my side, not from the NTA side, because NTA has already given the good news by declaring the date of the examination. You all know that May 5th, 2024 is going to be your NEET examination. So how am I going to help you and what is the good news for you all? So the good news for you all from my side is I am going to give you a perfect coaching in complete English for all the NEET aspirants for the physics subject. Yes, you all know that physics is the game changer for the NEET examination and NEET aspirants, because for NEET aspirants, all the bio people over there, physics is such a kind of subject that they don't want to study it, they don't want to learn it, but they know that physics is the game changer, so they have to concentrate on it. So how am I going to help you is, I will try my level best to make physics more easier for you, more comfortable in solving problems. So giving you short tricks, tips and tricks, and all the weightage chapters will be covered. So this is the announcement I want to give you all the NEET aspirants 2024 through my channel, that I am going to start a new brand coaching for the NEET people in physics. Okay, so today what I am going to do is, today I am going to tell you the weightage of physics chapters. I know all the channels, there are so many n number of channels. When you open YouTube, you get the physics weightage. So here what I have brought for you is, choose your comfort level, choose your marks. What do you want to get? You want to get 100 plus marks, you want to get 140 plus marks, or you want to get 170 plus marks. It's all in your hands. So how do we plan? So if I want to get 100 plus marks, what is the strategy? If I want to get 140 plus marks, if I want to aim for 140 plus marks, what is the strategy? And if you feel confident that I'm very good at physics and if I put little more efforts, I can get up to 170 plus marks in physics. Yes, nothing is impossible, right? So how do you get? What is the strategy? So this is what I'm going to discuss in today's class. So I once again welcome you all to my channel Physics Class by KRD Ma'am. If you are visiting first time to my channel, please subscribe so that you get the notifications and don't miss a very important class in future. And also please share and like, because the more likes I get, I know you all know that my videos come into the YouTube recommendations and it would be helpful for all the people over there. And because these classes are completely free of cost, I'm not going to charge a penny from you. So do not hesitate in like and sharing, and obviously subscribe. Okay, so today I'm going to start with the physics chapter wise weightage. How is it going to be? Physics chapter wise weightage, but with a different view. Okay, so you want to get 100 plus 140 plus 170 plus. For that, what you need to do? First of all, I have divided all the chapters of physics first year and second year into three categories. Category 1, category 2 and category 3. Obviously category 1 I have placed in the middle because it plays a very central role. So what is category 1? What does category 1 chapters include? Because the category 1 chapters, if you do, you can get 100 plus marks. If you go to category 2, you can get the 140 plus marks. So that is how I have divided. So before proceeding to category 1, like I can show you that this is the category 1 chapters, these are the category 2 chapters. But what are these category 1 chapters? Category 1 I have divided in such a way that the category 1, just let me select the pen. Okay, category 1, it includes the chapters which need easy to kill chapters, all the chapters which are easy kill chapters and high weightage. So category 1 chapters I have segregated in such a way that they are very easy going chapters for the NEET aspirants, as well as they have high weightage also. So imagine easy to do, high weightage, and why not you solve them? It's very easy, comfortable. Okay, and also in category 1 chapters you get more frequent revisions needed. So you can do more and more number of revisions if needed, so that you get more confident on these category 1 chapters. And because they are very easy, if you give more weightage or more practice to all these chapters, then it would definitely benefit your marks increase. And category 1, you just need to revise once in 10 to 12 days, like a kind of test you can give. So once you learn for example, let us take that. For example, in category 1, I have placed units and dimensions in the first place. So what you do is, first listen to the class as I teach, because while teaching itself, I will make you sure that you learn the solving techniques of problems. So you already learned along with me how to solve the problems. But what you need to do is, these category 1 chapters, because they are very easy, you can just revise them once in a while, but every 10 to 12 days, remember that you have to go back to that chapter and just recall or give just a small test. Test need not to be consisting of 40 questions or 30 questions or 20 questions. A test can even contain 5 questions, 10 questions. Just give a test, so that you will get revised and you will come in touch with the topics again and again, so that the memory is fresh in your brains. Okay, so anyway, you will practice through class notes and DPPs or any reference books. You can use DPPs for practice or any other reference books. So this is how category 1 goes. And now moving on to category 2. Okay, so category 2 chapters. What are these category 2 chapters? Category 2 chapters also, they are easy kill, but they have moderate weightage. That means, in comparison to category 1 and category 2, you are going to give first preference to category 1. Once you finish successfully, very confidently about category 1, then you move on to category 2 chapters. So category 2 chapters, they need lesser revision compared to category 1, because these are moderately weighted chapters. So you need not to give as much as revision as much you give to category 1, and these need revision in 20 days. Once in a 20 days, you can give a test, or you can take a self-test also. You need not to wait for somebody to conduct a test for you. Self-testing is always the best testing, because you come to know where you are lagging, where are your negatives, and then you can correct them. So here also you can practice from class notes or DPP or any reference books. Now moving on to category 3 books. Okay, now moving on to category 3. So in category 3, what are we going to learn? So category 3 contains basically relatively very tough chapters. Yes, this includes like fluids mechanics or rotatory motion. These all come here in relatively tough chapters would be coming. Mainly practice only can help you. Practice and practice and practice, not much theory to revise. There is no much theory to revise. It is all based on maths and reasoning and problems. Smart plan is compulsorily required to solve category 3 problems. So category 3, you are going to give the last preference. Like first you need to give the preference to category 1, and then you need to give preference to category 2, and then you need to give preference to the category 3, right? So now moving on to what, now you came to know that the category 1, category 2, category chapters, how are they going to help you? How are you going to prepare them, and on what basis I have divided these chapters into category 1, category 2 and category 3. So category 1 belongs to, basically category 1 is easy chapters, category 2 is moderately easy chapters, and category 3 is relatively tough chapters. So now coming to category 1 chapters, let us reveal what are the category 1 chapters which are very easy to go and high weightage chapters. So first thing comes out to be units and dimensions. Yes, units and dimensions is such a chapter that from here you definitely get one question compulsory. And let me tell you that that one question is also not tough. There are certain standard models from where the questions are asked. So anyway, we are going to practice those standard models. Don't worry, I am there for you to cover all those standard models along with problem practice. So units and dimensions, it's a do or die chapter. You can take it granted that it's a do or die chapter. Then comes semiconductor devices, makhan like. It's very buttery and very easy chapter. And imagine from semiconductor devices, 1 or 2 questions you are going to get, and it's a very easy going chapter. And next, modern physics. What does modern physics include? Modern physics usually includes the dual nature of matter and radiation, atoms lesson and nuclei lesson. So these are the lessons which are present in modern physics. So these are all very easy because they are connected to your chemistry chapters and you have already learned them in chemistry in lower classes. It's not even a standard of 12th class level also. So you can very easily find the connection with chemistry. You will definitely feel that, oh, this I have already learnt in chemistry. So this is a very easy chapter. So modern physics, you are going to get nearly 3 to 5 questions. You can take the weightage. And coming to electrostatics, yes, one of the easier lessons. Electrostatics again consists the electric charges and fields lesson and potential capacitors lesson. So these two combined electrostatics. Then comes thermal physics, the most important chapter, thermal physics. In the entire first year syllabus, nearly 10 to 12% of your NEET questions are asked from thermal physics. Like thermal physics is like a do or die chapters, you do not leave them at all. It is like do or die weightage chapters, okay. So thermal physics, what does it includes? What does thermal physics includes? Thermal properties of matter and thermodynamics and kinetic theory of gases. These three lessons comprises thermal physics. So thermal physics has highest weightage. If you want to gain marks, do not leave thermal physics at all, okay, very important chapter. Then comes, yes, current electricity, you will get minimum 2 questions compulsory in NEET. Kinematics, kinematics is 1D and 2D combined. 1D, 2D combined and laws of motion also. So nearly 3 to 4 questions you are going to get from kinematics itself. Mechanical properties of solids is one of the easiest chapters in the entire first year and second year syllabuses. So next comes moving charges and magnetism, electromagnetic induction and alternating currents. From moving charges and magnetism, you may get 1 or 2 questions. From electromagnetic induction, you are going to get only 1 question. From AC also, you are going to get only 1 question. But you will definitely find that these chapters are not that tough. So you can easily gain. So if you are going to solve all these chapters, how many marks are you going to get? Easily 100 plus. Imagine for a NEET aspirant getting very easily with a little practice and with a little concentration, little logical thinking, because these are easy chapters and high weightage chapters, you are going to get 100 plus marks. Now what if you are not aiming for 100 plus and you want to gain much more and you think that you are capable of much more? You can easily get 140 plus marks also if you practice category 1 and category 2 also. Category 1 anyway you are getting 100 plus marks. If you want to gain more marks, you can go with the category 2. So what does category 2 chapters contain? So capacitors, collisions and center of mass, optics, circular motion, gravitation, waves plus simple harmonic motion, magnetism and matter. Now if you see these chapters, whatever chapters you are finding here, whatever chapters these chapters are there, these chapters are not having high weightage, like 1 question or sometimes 1 question might not appear also, okay. So that is the level of these chapters. But yes, if you want to 140 plus, yes, you definitely have to solve all these chapters. And now if you feel that I am capable more, I can get through the toughest chapters also. Let us come to the toughest chapters for the NEET aspirants. But if you go with these toughest chapters also, how many marks are you going to get? Yes, 170 plus marks you are going to get if you solve category 1, 2 and 3. Obviously, you are going to cover the entire syllabus. But yes, let me tell you that the category 3 is the toughest chapters it contains. So what are the toughest chapters you have here is laws of motion and friction. Yes, for a JEE aspirant, laws of motion is not that tough chapter, but when it is coming to NEET students or NEET aspirants, bio students, for them the laws of motion and friction is going to be tough. The questions are really being asked since the past 2-3 years. From laws of motion and friction, the questions are being asked very tough. So next, yes, obviously rotational motion, whether it is a JE aspirant or NEET aspirants, for every student rotational motion is becoming a tougher chapter, and the questions also, if they are asked from rolling motion or rotatory motion, it's going to be very tough for all the NEET aspirants. Next, fluid mechanics, yes, with a little more efforts you can solve fluid mechanics. Fluid mechanics, it becomes tough because it includes the subtopics, number of subtopics are more, very large number of subtopics are there, and work power energy, yes, obviously work power energy needs lot of mathematics where the differentiations and integrations are involved, but if you have a little touch with the differentiation and integration, you can definitely solve all these chapters. Okay, so it's up to you now. You decide whether you want to gain 100 plus or 140 plus or 170 plus, it's up to you, but I am there for you, covering all these chapters for you one by one. And I'll promise you that whenever I am dealing a topic, I make sure that all the NEET aspirants are getting the problem solved. So you have to learn how to solve all these problems also. So the tips and tricks needed and mathematics needed every time, that I will be guiding through my lectures. Now because I am dealing with all these anyway high weightage chapters, I just want to give you a guidance or quick look through the best books needed for NEET, because even though you have a coaching, even though you are listening to lectures, but it is always that you should have a practice book. You should solve number of problems. So for all the practice books, I am going to suggest some best books for the NEET preparation. Obviously for all the NEET aspirants, NCERT textbook is the best book. The first practice you should do is from your NCERT textbook. All the example problems, exercise problems you can solve, that itself covers a lot of syllabus of your practice. Then comes NCERT fingertips. Yes, I suggest after NCERT textbook, if you want to practice number of bits for NEET, the perfect book is NCERT fingertips. Just take this book for physics, that's enough. No need to practice any more books. But if you still want to go for another choices, Errorless is the book by Universal Physics. Universal Physics is the publication name. So Errorless Physics is one of the books you can take. Or if you want to practice for your PYQ sessions, Arihant is the best book, because PYQ practice makes you more perfect. And if you want to reduce your efforts, just practice last 5 years, past 5-6 years of PYQs, that is also done by your practice. If you are not practicing anything else, just listen to the lectures and practice from that topic. Past 5-6 years of PYQs, your practice sessions are done. So for your PYQs, you can go with the Arihant. And yes, Cengage NEET Volume 1, Volume 2 is also there. This is also a student friendly book. Modern ABC name of the book will be there, so that you can take. If you want to go for higher level of physics, you can go for DC Pandey and HC Verma. But most of the NEET students, bio students, find the DC Pandey and HC Verma are tougher for them. But if you feel that you are very good at physics and you want to go to higher level of physics, you can go with the DC Pandey and HC Verma. But you can go with the NCERT fingertips or Cengage NEET Volume 1, Volume 2, which have ample number of practice questions, chapter wise, topic wise you can find. But do practice the PYQ sessions also. So meet you all soon with all my lectures for the from physics for the NEET aspirants. And stay tuned. And if you want to get the PDF, all the notes what I am giving, all the practice sessions what I am giving, if you want to get the notes in the form of PDF or any other updates, the Telegram link, please join the Telegram channel. So the Telegram link is provided in the description. You can join in the Telegram channel for all the notes and PDF and practice questions. So stay tuned, subscribe, share and like. Thank you all.